Yo, what is good, ladies and gentle people? It is your boy X-Blick right here with you guys with a new series from a new anime. What if Eren kept his Berserk form or Berserk mode, whatever that was at the end of season 1, which was not part of the manga? If you didn't know, you definitely knew. Like, there was no way you didn't hear of it. But yeah, pretty much, what if he kept it, and what if it wasn't just a random thing that came out of nowhere, and what if it was an actual ability that the Attack Titan had, or whatever. So yeah, this is pretty much the Attack on Titan what if. I'm not going to just be doing My Hero Academia what ifs, because that's going to be boring. So yeah, here we have it. But yeah, so I hope you guys do enjoy this part. If you do, be sure to like, subscribe, all of that jazz. And yeah, just quick thing, links all down in the description. Saint for the background music, thanks for that. All the other music down in the description. And yeah, so I hope you guys do enjoy this part. And yeah, just remember, God is awesome, you guys are too. And let's just get straight into this epic what if. Let's go! Where we kind of begin this scenario, Eren Yeager is in his Attack Titan form, where he is lodged into a building after taking a barrage of kicks and punches and just a full-on beating from Annie Leonhardt's female Titan. As he is kind of lodged in the building with his head half broken off and half of his body just torn apart, he starts reflecting on all the trouble and hardships that he's been put through because of the Titans, and now one of his cadet partners, someone he thought was his friend, was not only lying to all of them, but she killed hundreds of scouts, including the Levi squad, betraying all of them. He is not having it. That just ruined the moment. He is not having it. His mind starts going into overdrive as his body starts to burn and char, with lava-like veins showing and protruding from his skin, and flames bursting from his body, sparking around him like a bonfire. Annie is running towards the wall as she tries to escape, frantically just sprinting there, only to look back to see what one could only call a ravenous abomination. A wild dog chasing after her like a madman. Before she could process anything, she's tackled to the ground and beaten, with her head kind of squeezed and face contorted, her nose pushed up, making her look weird. After a short beatdown, Annie escapes the wild kind of Titan shifter's grasp after giving him a solid elbow to the jaw as she bolts towards the wall, hardening her fingers as she starts climbing. As she starts climbing up, Eren jumps up in his Titan form, kind of grabbing onto her leg as she frantically tries to get him off her, as he starts biting into her knee and into her lower leg, as she then pushes him off, ripping her leg off in the process. Being about halfway up the wall, she starts having a small glimmer of hope. Maybe she could make it up and escape. But those thoughts are quickly vanquished as her fingers are sliced off in an instant. Looking up, she sees Mikasa Ackerman. standing on her forehead. Annie fall, as Mikasa then pushes off the Titan's forehead as it plummets to the ground. As she hits the ground, Annie doesn't even have much time to think, as Eren starts just leaping and pouncing on her like a hungry wolf. As Eren starts beating on her, ripping her arm and head off, sending them flying into buildings and bridges. But losing all sense of reason or pretty much anything, he then goes in and tears the nape off, preparing to eat the girl inside. Before that could happen, however, flesh starts enveloping the two, the attack titan. Blah, 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 that made no sense. However, flesh starts enveloping the attack titan's arms, looking like it's trying to fuse the two titans. As this happens, titanized crystal envelops Annie in a cocoon-like style or state, preventing anyone access to interrogate her. But before the two titans could fuse, Levi soars down from the sky, slicing the titan's nape. Slicing the attack titan's nape. Don't need valuable witnesses, you idiot. As he pulls Eren out. While he sleeps, Eren had flashes as he sees his father, and he's not really sure what it is, as he sees him, or what it looks like, a large hairy gorilla titan thingy, but he's not really sure. As he wakes up suddenly, seeing Mikasa, Armin and Jean standing around the room. They talk about Annie and her still being in the crystal. They talk about Annie and her still being in the crystal, Eren hesitating to eat her, etc. That is until one of the military police soldiers comes in and tells Armin and Jean to follow him for questioning, leaving Eren and Mikasa alone in the room. After Eren has eaten and starts to rest again, two people enter the room and approach him. Eren, we need to talk. As he looks up, he sees Levi and Hanji walk in, both with stern looks on their faces. I don't care if it's foggy. We need to understand what happened out there. What was that flaming mess? Levi demands with his normal cold demeanor. Oh, come on, Levi. You can't be... Don't need... Come on, Levi. Don't be so harsh on the poor kid. Just explain to us what your thoughts are on it, Eren, and what was going through your head at the time. Maybe that's what triggered this ability, Hanji explains, trying to understand the situation a little more. Truth is, when I was in this in that state, I was just letting go. My body, my mind, it felt good as well. It was like I wanted to die, Eren explains before being cut off by Mikasa, who walking back into the room. Well, that's all we get out of you for now, anyway. Just think about it and how you could possibly use this power again. Just try not to go crazy this time, okay? Hanji says, breaking the ice as they walk out again. Levi keeping an eye on Eren, almost giving him the stink eye as he walks out. During this time, while Eren was putting Annie on a plate, not at all, he got wiped. Wool Rose has been compromised with Titans coming in from the south. When this is reported, the Survey Corps prepare to deploy. Over this time as well, Sasha returns and explains her side of the story, and how they just randomly heard Titans as they were stationed at the post, and then Titans had overcome multiple villages, kind of taking over her village, and her only finding one person, but the rest of them, or most of them, had escaped. And then her immediate, kind of soon after, heading back to where they are and meeting up with the Survey Corps. All of the highest ups of the Survey Corps, including the main characters, the Levi, the new Levi squad, and all of them all meet up as Hanji explains. We got information from Annie's past and where she came from, etc. And there was only 2 others who were from the same area as she was. Those people being Rainer Braun and Bertolt Hoover. Hearing this, the group is shocked. That can't be the case, right? Eren mumbles. Even if that was the case, it's not like... blah, blah, blah. It's not enough to prove that they were working with... It's not enough to prove that they were working with her. Eren voices, catching the attention of everyone. That is true, Hanji remarks. Even if any of you... if any of you have any recollection of them talking to Annie or acting strange at all, now would be the time to kind of voice those memories. She questions, making the group think, as they kind of explain that Annie always kind of sat with herself and never really talked to anybody, and they only talked to her pretty much around kind of the same as everyone else did. Armin then explains they couldn't be working together. When Rainer was fighting with John and I, he was fighting his hardest against kind of Annie's female titan. And when Annie squished him, as he pauses mid-sentence, his face contorting into one complete shock and disbelief. When he escaped Annie's hand, she looked down on it. He also was the one who asked me where I thought Eren was in the first place. The only reason why I voiced anything is because he asked me to. And after Annie stopped looking at her hand, she started running towards where he was. He might have written a message in her hand, carved a message in her hand with his blades. After coming to kind of this conclusion that Rainer and Bertolt were possibly the enemies, everyone prepares to leave. As they start getting on the wagons and carts, some of the soldiers start murmuring when they see Eren, as he hears one of them speaking quite loudly. I hope the Titan freak doesn't lose control and end up killing us or burning us all alive. Yeah. And comments kind of like this, and it starts to get him angry. As hearing these comments, Eren prepares to defend himself. But before he could really step forward or anything, he feels a hand grip his shoulder, as he turns around to see Levi there with a stern look on his face. Knowing that he can't do really anything or Levi will kick his ass. He just lowers his head and he walks onto the cart and sits down and ponders. He knows he'd lost it, but why do they have to treat him like trash? It's not like he had any other choice. If he hadn't, like, Annie would have escaped, right? Like, the attack would have been pointless. As the wagons start moving again, or starts moving, Levi speaks up. Oi, Eren. Don't lose it again, because a rabid dog is more of a liability and deserves to be put down. Eren, hearing this, and everybody else hearing this, kinda is in shock, with Mikasa preparing to beat this little man into a pulp, but is stopped in her tracks by Armin just putting his hand in front of her. And Eren just nods to this comment, knowing that he's right and that he can't be a liability. He's their only kind of Titan that is on their side. He's the only person that can fight the Titans, fight fire with fire, and he can't lose control, or else he will be a liability. And yeah. But he also knows he can't really do anything to retaliate against Levi, even though it makes him mad that Levi did say that. As they travel to Utgard Castle. On the way, they talk about strategies of how to deal with the Titan invasion and what to do if Rainer and Bertolt are Titans. While they're traveling, they see the sun rising as Utgard Castle is in the distance. Getting closer, they see the castle falling with a Titan throwing bricks at other Titans? What? Confusing the soldiers. As the castle falls, they see the Titan jumps off with what seems to be people clinging onto its hair, while the tower smashes into the other Titans, crushing them. The people and the Titan prepare to start to collect themselves when the other Titans start emerging from the rubble, pretty much unfazed, as they start attacking the other Titan, tearing it apart. When the other Titans are going after the people, when the Titans start going after the kind of people around there, that's when the Survey Corps kind of reacts, as they start getting cut down, with the Survey Corps members slicing the monsters down. Eren even going in and getting his first ODM gear kill before kind of tripping on his own wires and falling down like an absolute buffoon. After this kind of little situation, Ymir is saved, and Krista tells her that her real name is Historia, with them heading to the walls soon after. As they get there, they're preparing to leave. Eren, you have a minute? We need to talk, Rainer calls out, stopping Eren while everyone else goes on ahead. Handu discussing on how the Titans could have possibly dug a hole underneath the wall, and that's how they got out. As other scouts kind of start keeping an eye on both Eren and the other two warriors, both preparing to slice all three of them down if need be. While they keep walking, kind of Rainer turns to Eren. 5 years ago, we demolished the wall and began our attack on humanity. I'm the Armored Titan, he's the Colossal, he explains. Huh? What are you talking about? Eren questions. Wait, why are you telling him, Reiner? Bertolt interjects. Our primary goal was to ensure that all of humanity has been wiped out, or was wiped out. But now, there's no need for that, Reiner continues explaining. Eren still being very confused. Eren, if you agree to come with us, we won't have to destroy any of the walls, you understand? He concludes. Eren cutting it. Sorry about that one. Eren cutting in. Huh? No, wait! I don't understand at all, he spouts. I'm saying, why don't you just come with us? I know this is sudden, but we need to go now, Reiner explains further. Right now? Where will you take me? Eren questions further. I can't say this yet. I can't say that just yet, Reiner explains further. As Eren starts to think back on his kind of talk with all of the other Survey Corps members and all of them, as he remembers how they were talking about Reiner possibly being bad or whatever, or being against humanity. As Eren places a hand on his shoulder. You're just tired, aren't you? Right, Bertolt? You've been through so much, it's making you crazy. And Eren saying this, trying to both kind of convince the two warriors and himself. Bertolt then speaking up. Yeah, Reiner's just really tired. It's the battle fatigue talking. Besides, if you were really the armored titan that wants to destroy humanity, why would you be asking me this in the first place? What do you think would happen? That I'd nod and say, sure, let's go. Eren further explains, baffling the two. That's right. What the hell was I thinking? Have I really gone crazy? Questions Reiner, staring at the ground intensely. Come on, let's go, Eren commands, only to see that Reiner isn't moving. The wind starts to pick up as a flag then snaps off its post and ricocheting off the wall, making loud banging sounds as it goes back and forth. Once hearing this, everyone stops in their tracks and prepares to make their move. I see. That's how it is. Oh, that's it. I've been here too long for my own good. It's been 3 long years, surrounded by nothing but idiots. We were just kids. We didn't know anything. Finally, if I only I never knew that there were such people like this, I wouldn't have become such a half-assed piece of shit. Baffling, the two, or everyone around, not really wondering what to do. It's too late now. Damn it, I don't know what's right anymore. But it is what it is. There's only one choice for me now. And the only choice for me now is to face the consequences of what I've done. Him then taking off his bandages and showing his arm, putting it up. And as a warrior, no road left but the one that leads to the end, Reiner preaches as his arm heals instantly, shocking everyone, and Eren and everyone around. Reiner! Right now? Here? We're doing this? Bertolt explains. Yeah, right here, right now. We settle this once and for all. As he storms towards Eren, as Mikasa jumps out from behind Eren and slices towards Reiner, slicing off his hand, his cheek, and up his arm, leaving the blade in there. Her then going for Bertolt, slicing his throat and going over the top of him, preparing to stab him one more time. Eren! That was horrible. What am I doing? That was a voice crack. Eren! Run! And she screams this, as Reiner shoulder bashes her off of Bertolt, sending her off of the wall as she kind of connects and stays horizontal, I guess, standing against the wall. Bertolt! What am I? That was horrible. Bertolt! No, yep, that. Bertolt! Okay, I'm done. None of that. Reiner calls out as the two are surrounded by yellow lightning. Eren standing there shocked as he's not really sure what to do as everyone starts running towards them. Eren! Get out of there! Armin screams as a lightning bolt slams into Reiner and Bertolt and the ground around them, with a large explosion occurring, launching all of the scouts back, with Eren being sent off the wall. Before he can catch himself with Zodium gear, he's caught by a giant hand holding him tightly and gripping him. As he looks up, he sees the armored titan looking down kinda on him, as he's just in shock, as it then leaps off the wall and skids down the side of it, slamming its foot into the side of the wall to break their fall as they slide down. As they fall, Eren starts thinking back on all the times he's looked up to Reiner and how they'd looked after everyone and been kind of a mentor role to all of them. Bertolt, Reiner. As he kind of thinks of all this, he starts crying, tears flooding his eyes as it starts flying kind of up, like flying up. You've seen the show, as tears start filling his eyes. Damn you! You traitors! And that is where we are going to end that part off. I hope you guys did enjoy this. It was more plot based. There wasn't a lot of fighting in this part. It was more kind of plot-ish based, kind of escalating it forward. I do hope you guys kind of did enjoy it, and if you didn't, then well, that's sad. But oh well. Each to their own. Some people may have enjoyed it. Everybody else may have absolutely hated it. And if that's the case, voice your opinion in the comments and tell me how much I suck at this. So, that'll be good. But, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, all of that jazz. And, yeah, if you have any comments or ideas or anything like that, comment them down below. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, just be sure to check out the description down below with Saint, and if you want to know any of the music in this video, down in the description. Down there, you'll see it. Very, very good. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So, yeah. Not really any reason to drag this on any longer. If you guys do enjoy the Attack on Titan what ifs, actually, do tell me and I will continue them. They're kind of hard and they're a bit different from the My Hero what ifs. So, yeah, they're a bit different, but hopefully you guys do enjoy them. So, yeah, if you guys have any other suggestions for Attack on Titan, pretty much any series. So, Attack on Titan, Shield Hero, I do have a couple ideas for Shield Hero that I might do. Demon Slayer, I have quite a few ideas that I'm going to do. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe a couple others, maybe like, yeah, not really sure. I'm not going to do Naruto because I haven't seen Naruto, so I won't do that. And One Piece is way too long and I haven't seen all of it, so yeah, I probably won't do those two. But the four that I listed off, those I will probably definitely do. So yeah, that's about that. So yeah, just remember, God is awesome, you guys are too, and I will see you guys in the next part. Peace.